Lots of things have changed about cruising, so we're going to talk about now the top things you need to do right when you get on board. Let's go. Now I'm going to give you an acronym to help you remember the most important things to do these days when you get on the ship. The acronym is MERGE, M-E-R-G-E. So let's start with the M. The M starts with muster, and in my opinion these days it's the best thing to do very first when you get on the ship. Now if you've ever cruised, you know old-fashioned muster used to be out on the deck or in the theater or in a restaurant, and you're waiting for half of the rest of the ship to get there before you can even start. Not anymore. It's now called e-muster. So ideally, the morning of embarkation while you're still at the hotel, or even on your way in the Uber or the taxi, get out your cell phone, open the app for your cruise line, and watch your safety videos. Check the boxes, you've done everything, and you're good to go. Because I'm telling you, right when you step on board the ship, they're going to be directing you to your muster station. It takes like 3, maybe 5 minutes. If you already have all that done, right when you get on the ship, find your muster station, tell them your name and your room. They will look you up. Depending on your cruise line, they might make sure that you understand how to put your safety vest on, or that they might play the horn blasts for you to make sure you know what the emergency horn blasts sound like, and then you're done. That's it. So the M is for muster. Our second letter is in MERGE is E, and that stands for what most of us used to do very first, eat or drink. So if you have the drink package, you may be heading to the bar right after muster. If not, you may be heading to the buffet. Also, don't forget that there are many dining options these days on ships, depending on the size of the ship and the cruise line. You might want to go to the buffet. We look forward to it every time we get on a ship on embarkation day. But there are lots of restaurants and lots of choices. So the E in MERGE stands for eat or drink. And that takes us to the R in MERGE, which stands for reserve your shows and dining packages. So while you're in the restaurant eating lunch or at the bar, getting that first drink with your drink package, pull out your smartphone, pull up the app, and make reservations for your shows. It could be a magician, comedians. You have Broadway shows these days. It could be aqua show, again, depending on how large your ship is and the cruise line. With increased capacity these days, with every month, there will be more people on the ship, and yet there'll probably still be social distancing. So more people and less seats in the theaters, in the venues, and in all the restaurants. So while you're seated at lunch or at the bar, make those reservations, get them in early, first come, first served. That's also true for your dining packages. If you've already bought a dining package, then you'll need to go on the app and make reservations for what night, what time you want. Again, increased capacity, less seats, get your reservations in. And that brings us to the G in MERGE, and that stands for get your kids settled in. So depending on the cruise line, it could be Adventure Ocean, it could be Kids Club, the children's area for during your cruise. Take your children there. There might also be the possibility that you could call up the app and reserve some slots during the week, but most places require that you show up with your child, get them registered, get the bracelet on, whatever the process is for that cruise line, follow the process and get them set up for the week. Again, increased capacity means more children, means less slots throughout your cruise for childcare. And then the second E in MERGE is explore the ship and your cabin. Now, since cruising has returned, usually cabins have been ready around 1, maybe as late as 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But you might have some time after you finish lunch, after you've gotten some drinks, and that's when you grab your embarkation day bag, because what's going to be in your bag? Your swimsuits, because that's a very good idea to take in your embarkation day bag. So grab your swimsuits and head to all the short lines on board the ship. It could be the flow rider or the water slides, or maybe the rock climbing wall or the bumper cars. Whatever it is, everyone else is either not going to be on the ship yet, or they're doing those other things we already talked about. So the lines are probably going to be the shortest they'll be the entire week. You might just want to pick a corner of the pool or one of the hot tubs with your fruity beverage and relax by yourself while the kids are off on the water slide with no line. Now, almost all the ships these days are announcing over the intercom when the cabins are ready. So they will tell you, one, when they anticipate they're going to be ready, and then they'll tell you for sure when they actually are ready. But again, in the meantime, you can be off having fun. And then when your cabin's ready, you'll hear it over the intercom and you can get situated in your cabin. On our first cruise back after the shutdown, which was about 2.5 months ago, our cabin was ready at 1 o'clock and our luggage was even ready. So we really got to get situated and start unpacking even. If you want to see how that first embarkation day back went for us, check out this video right here. And if there's something I've forgotten that you think absolutely has to be included in those top 5 things to do right when you get on board, put it in the comments below. Be blessed.